flow. Sound. This earphone's back in. Thanks. Oh, we'll get there.
What? You can hear me, very distorted. Okay, right. That's using the microphone built into the laptop, so let me just see if it'll switch back over. Or is it that one? Can you hear me now or not? Hello? Have we got sound or not now? Is it okay? Right. So, in this, I'm going to completely install VS Code with Kick Assembler and the C64 Debugger. Hopefully, it's all going to work. And when we get to the end, we should have a fully working VS Code. I'm hoping. But this is a live stream, as we can tell. And things will go wrong, no doubt. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is just create a folder and the root of the C drive to put a few tools in and programs. So new folder, C64 tools. So we'll download a few I think there's only about four programs we need to download to go in there. I have got a list of links I've made that I can upload to Discord, if that's any help to anybody, that takes you to download everything. But I've found with VS Code, I don't know whether it's everybody has the same problem, but using the newer versions tends to break the break things, and it doesn't seem to work properly. Now, I've found a couple of versions of the C64 Debugger and Kick Assembler that actually seem to play nicely together, or they always have done for me. So they'll be the ones we'll be using. C64 Debugger, that is version 64.58.2, which hopefully, come on Chrome, just have to bear with this because we're running in a VM, so we will be a little bit slow. Get the C64 Debugger. Yeah, and this should be the, come on, there we are, it's downloading. That's one. We will also need Kick Assembler. The version that I'm going to use, when I find me bit of paper, I've got it written down here, is 5.15. So that's the one I'm going to download for this. It seems to work without any problems, so we'll get that one as well. No, that's Debugger again. Sorry, wrong one. Gone back to the same, click the same one as I had. Try that. That's the Kick Assembler. It's off the CSDB 515 is the one that I've found to work. So we'll download that. What other tools do we need? It's not necessary, but it's helpful as well to put the chart character editor program as well. We'll get that. We'll put it in the tools. We don't need it for VS Code, but it can go in the tools folder as well while we're at it. Download. There we are. We'll have that. Just to make my life a little bit easier, we will also install 7-zip. Find it a lot easier to use than Windows zip folders. So, oh, you're using 5.16, are you? Yeah, it's just this was the version when I reinstalled my operating system. This was sort of the latest one that I could find to play nicely. I know other people have had newer versions playing, but I was just sort of thinking along the lines that just to get people up and running so they know everything works together, if that makes sense. I'm actually using Windows 11 myself, but on this VM that I've got, as you can see, we're on Windows 10 here, but I am actually using Windows 11 on myself on my laptop. So just install 7-zip. then we can go to our downloads folder and extract all these in one fell swoop into their own folders. As easy as that. And so now what we'll do, we'll open another file explorer. Oh, what have we done there? Oh, come on. There we are. That's it. That one there. That one there. Go to C64 Tools. We'll put Kick Assembler in there. There we are. Yep. So we'll put that into our Tools folder. We'll put Charpad into our Tools folder. And we will put C64 Debugger. That's, yep. I've just gone all the way down to the where the actual program is and then just gone back one folder, so we're not going folder after folder after folder trying to create long path names when we come to using them. So we'll just rename these a little bit just to shorten them. So we'll just call this one C64 Debugger. Charpad Kick Assembler. So that's got our folders done. Where's me? Oh, VM into it. It's hiding. That's, yeah, close button's hiding behind the menu bar for the VM. It's all good fun, isn't it? But now what we need to do, we need to install Java. Now I found that seems to be causing a bit of confusion with Java. Which version to install? If you go to Oracle's website, it's something like 1.8 is they're saying is the latest version. Well, for some reason Kick doesn't like that and it spits that out and says you need Java 11. If you go to Oracle's website to get Java 11 and eventually work your way through all the links, you end up having to find out you've either got to register or subscribe or something to be able to get it. So I did manage to find a download on for Java, which is in the thing as well. This isn't broken. Paste. Here we are, from TechSpot, which is 11.0.13. Just click on Windows. Oh, we'll just get rid of that banner. Right. Windows. Come on. There we go. Slowing me down a bit with streaming now. Here we go. Went through all this earlier on and not a problem. So I reverted back to a new VM, left everything set up just as I wanted it, and yeah, what happens? It all breaks, but hey, all the fun of streaming, I suppose. Yeah, more organised than you. No, I'm not organised at all. This is just winging it. This is absolutely. Like I say, I have had a trial run this morning. Like I say, everything went to plan, but right, we'll just get Java installing. We are opening. It's handy being in the kitchen right next door to the fridge. Get a drink out. Yes, we want to continue. But well, I don't know. I'm not one for ever being able to sort of stand up in front of people and talking at all. As you can probably tell, it's with me, it's the first time I've streamed, so I'm still a bit green at all this talking to other people. Just install all this to the default location. And while we're waiting for that to see when it's finished, we can go ahead and go to VS Code. We need that downloading as well. There we are. And we want to download it. Need to accept a load of rubbish here for some reason. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. What's going on? Download. Come on. Can't remember seeing that earlier, but never mind. We'll take the 64-bit system installer. Java's installed, so we can close that. Which one are we on? Right. So now what I'm going to do is we'll install VS Code. But to me that sound doesn't quite sound right. Sounds like it could do with being a bit louder, doesn't it? If I could get it any louder. Doing a better job than you. Not a cat in hell's chance. Doing all right at the moment. Well, still time yet. So again, we'll just install everything default, but we'll check them, add to context menus, because that comes in quite handy actually. And then we'll install this. This is where the fun starts in a minute, when it all goes belly up. in VS Code. Just pretend you're talking to the mates. Yeah, that is the way to do it, I suppose. You just seem to be. It seems a bit strange because nobody's actually talking back to you, doesn't it? That's what throws you, I think. Right. I think we've finished with a web browser. So I'll make this a bit bigger so we can all see it. Put it there. No, I didn't want to go quite as full as that. I think we should be alright because there's not a lot behind the chat window. Now then, keyboard shortcuts. Can I remember what they are? That's the one. What we like for size on your screen? Do we need to go that big enough with VS Code? Right. Now, in VS Code, we need to put the extension in for kick assembler. So we'll just put we want this extension that's by Paul Hocker is the one we're using. If you see the icon there, you know which one you're looking for. We're installing. Come on, that's it. Right, that's got that installed. Now we've got loads of errors come up here now because we haven't actually configured it. So go into settings for the extension. So we'll take them in order. Put the Java path in first, which is near. I know it's near the bottom, but that'll get rid of one error. There, Java runtime. So we go back to File Explorer, and in Program Files, under Java, JDK11, bin, you should see down here Java exe. So we know we're on the right path there. So we'll copy that and we'll come back here and we'll paste that into there. And we've got to remember on each of these we've got to add the file name of the program. So that was java.exe. So that's that one set. Now next area, look, we've got kick-ass jar. So that one's right at the top. Remember where that one is. We're going to do the same again. We're going to find kick assembler. There's kick-ass jar. So we've got the right path. We'll copy that and we'll paste that. Its program name's kickass.jar. So we'll paste that in there. And we've also got to add, like I said, jar. There we are. That's that one. So we can get rid of that error. Your kick assembler version is lower than 4. Don't know what that one is. Right. Oh, I know what I didn't download while we was at it. We need WinVice, don't we? Yeah. So much for doing a list of things that I need to download. WinVice. I tend to like the older version of WinVice myself. I did have a bit of trouble with the new later than 2.4, the 3 point whatever they are onwards. One, I couldn't get on with the layout, and two, I had a bit of trouble with VS Code and sending files to it. So for this purpose of this video, we're going to use 2.4. We'll open that. When it's eventually ready. That's the final one, yeah. So we'll just drag that. Oh, come on. I want to put that in, put WinVice in the tools folder as well. Can't get over how slow this is with a VM. But here we are. Right, we'll rename this as well to make it easier to remember. Call it WinVice. We'll copy the path while we're here. Come on. We need this. Right, back to VS Code, and we'll install that into the correct line, wherever it is. Got to find it now, I can't remember. Debugger. Got emulator option. Path to emulator, here we are. Paste. And the emulator is called x64sc.exe. For some reason we keep getting this, I get this all the time, unable to determine kick assembler version. I don't know why, unless it's just because it's an older version of kick assembler, but it doesn't seem to cause me any problems. So right, now we've got WinVice in there, we'll just test this first before we do the debugger. Just make sure everything's working, and so what we'll do, we'll create a new folder. I'll do this as though I was doing it on my own laptop. So we'll call it in documents programming. Like I would if I was doing it for real. Well, I'm doing it for real, but in a VM. And then inside there, I'll put try opening it. I'll put another folder. We'll call that C64, because For some of you, you're probably going to play with VIC-20 or Atari or something like that. So just separate everything out. So all the 64 programs can go in here, and we'll have a program we're going to have. We'll just call it test then. Test. So it's like in the real world, you've got a nice path down to where you're actually keeping your programs. We'll cheat a little bit here. We'll just drop a text document in there. We'll call that test.asm. So now if you tick the boxes to add to context menu when you install VS Code, you could actually right click on the folder there, open with code, and wham bam, we have, there we are. Do we trust? Yes, of course we do, because we've just done it ourselves. We've now got our test ASM file is all here ready waiting for us. So now, memory. We've got no debugger runtime. Well, we know that because we haven't set that up yet. We just want to make sure everything else is working. Hello world example. Yeah, I was just going to put my memory to the test and see if I can remember a simple, probably about 15 lines of code. I would think maybe 20. My hello world example. So we'll start with basic. Oh no, why are we on that? We're in the wrong place, that's why. Close that. We're not searching for anything, are we? Let's try it here. Basic upstart 2, and we're going to start at start. Start equals. I'm not the fastest of typers, by the way. 08 OD start. Yep, everything's looking good so far. Right now, load the accumulator. This is all off memory, this is, by the way. Yeah, I bet you can work out what I'm going to do, can't you? What we're going to go for. Oh, come on. A, I think. That's right, isn't it, I think? Yeah, yeah. Do you need to put the star equals then if you're going in following on from basic? I've always thought you had to put it in as well where the machine code's starting, or does it just naturally follow on? Oh, right. I thought you could. I thought you had to put it in, but never mind. Well, right. If we F6 now, it says, are we F6? What's going on? Here we go. Build complete. Here we go with ice. Oh, we've got two versions of ice going. We'll close one of them. So have I gone? What have I done wrong? Told you it'll all go wrong. This all worked earlier. Oh no, I'm not worried about activating that. Let's take that out of there then, just in case I've... Oh, I know why, I think. Auto. Let's turn auto save on, that's better. We've just compiled an empty file, I think. See what happens this time. F6. There we go. There we are. I've got the wrong colour, but that's working so far. We're halfway there. Right, so now we'll add the debugger in. Let's close Vice for now. So we'll get, that's the test programs, that's WinVice. C64 Debugger, you get the path for that, and that's called C64 Debugger exit. So copy that. Extension, settings, we need, take that out of the way. We now need to add the C64 Debugger, which is down near the bottom as well. Here we are. Runtime path. There we are. Paste that in there. And put the program itself in. .exe. I've noticed, well, with me, I tend to forget to put the exe on the end, and then I wonder why it's not working. I keep looking at the path and scratching my head, and then it turns out I haven't put the exe on the end. but that's the sort of person I am. So one thing, let's go back to that settings actually. Just in the debugger options, wherever they've got debugger options, there we are. No, that's not it. Here we are. On here, I'm just going to, being as I'm on a VM and it is a little bit slow, I'm just going to make the wait time a little bit longer for it to get settled down before it starts. You can also put in here another option. Mine is oh god, I forgot what it's called now. Oh god, what's it called? Conhouse Kate. What's the green one called? I can't remember. It's gone off my head. Layout. That's it. Thank you. And that'll let you choose any number of the startup screens that it defaults to. We'll go for 2 for now. So we'll go back to our test program. Now if we shift and F6, hopefully, here we go. The debugger's loaded. Is it going to work? A little bit slow running, but here we go. Ooh, is it going to do it, or are we going to have to? So slow. Might just have to first time clear the settings in the debugger, I think. It's looking a bit like that. So to do that, we'll press F9, come to settings, clear settings to factory. We'll close that. Now let's clear the output so we know it's working. Now we'll try it again. Might just because we're a little bit slow, which, like I said, everything was working this morning. There we go, look. Sometimes you've just got to reset the settings in the debugger for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, that's why I extended the wait to 5 seconds to give everything time, but I mean you can see by the speed of the code running how slow the debugger is running in the VM. So like that screen that I've got it on now, I've got it on number 2. That would be, that's 2, wasn't it? It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the layouts aren't actually mapped to the same numbers as the keys. So like F1, which is that screen, I don't think is layout 1. Some of them are a bit. I've actually got a list of them. On first 8 are all lined up, and then when you use the Control and Shift for the shortcut on the keyboard to swap screens, they're the ones that's all higgledy-piggledy all over the place. 10 and 11 is equivalent to F4 and F5, but the opposite way round. 12 is equivalent to Shift and F1. 9 is Shift, Control Shift and F2. So this, as long as it's just Control and F number, you can use the same number for the layout. But once you start going into the second lot, where it's Control and Shift, the numbers are all over the place. They don't seem to tie up with the layout numbers. So that has basically got it all set up. Now, I don't know whether OSK wants to do a stream on setting it up for Python for using your scripts with it at some point, because me and VS Code and Python just don't seem to agree for some reason. I've really struggled trying to get that set up. I just don't know why. I can manage to run the scripts from a command line outside of VS Code, but doing it inside code, I just don't know why it won't work for me. That install Python. Yeah. I mean, we can have a go. No, Chrome, isn't it? Python. We can have a go at doing this. Install. I don't know why I put install there. Download, that's what I wanted. We can have a go and go through it. Because you need the parameters. Ah, right. I didn't know whether you could actually just run them in the terminal in VS Code. I can get them to run just in the terminal by installing Python, and then running them. But I can't seem to get them to work in the VS Code terminal. Not like you do on your stream. Just showing off. Install. Oh, hang on, let's just go back. Didn't read that. Downloads. May be surprised. Right, we'll have it. Add Python to path. Yes, we want that. That's it. And then just install it. I knew there was something I missed off the start. Football, is it? Well, I don't know. That's something you've got your priorities wrong with. Blooming football. I don't think I'll be watching that somehow. But hey, each to their own. Right. Slowly waiting for Python to install. We'll see what we can make of it. We're getting there. Certainly giving my old laptop a test this is. Got 3 screens running and a VM, OBS, all off my poor little laptop. As you can probably tell, I don't know whether you can hear the fan running on it. Yeah, we'll disable that. Right, close that. So now we have Python installed. So in VS Code we don't need to be in the test anymore, we'll need to swap folders in a minute. So what we'll do is go back to our documents, programming, and we will create a new folder here called Python, and we will put inside there a folder, new folder. We'll call this one test. We need a yeah, I was just going to do that. I was just getting the folders ready and going to go to them. We'll open in code. I was just getting the folders ready, so it was ready for when we got Python installed. Then I'm just going to need a quick Hello World Python script that I cannot think of off the top of my head because I don't really know Python that well. So in here we want Python. I'm presuming it's the Microsoft Python extension, is it? Yeah. Installing. Now, do we need to have any other extensions installed for Python, or just that? That'll get us going, won't it? Just that one. We don't need to install any of the extensions or anything like that. The add-ons, not extensions. Yeah. So, while we're waiting for that to install, we will create a new file, and we will call this one test.py. Now this is where we come a bit stuck. I don't know Python well enough or to where to start without going and digging out a load of books. So if print hello world from OSK so just print how's that? And that's all we need, just that one line, do we? So if we click on the play button, what we're going to get? We're not. Windows, try the new cross-platform. Oh, it's worked! That's worked. So all I would do to run your scripts is type them in down there, yeah? I don't mind you, I haven't got nothing to run through the scripts if I download them on here with it being a clean. Yeah, I see that you, in the code, you top line, you'd put it in as a comment for the running the scripts. Like I say, I can download them and put them in the, where's my Chrome? Oh. Tell I haven't, this is a clean install of Windows, can't you? Oh. Old school coder GitHub, that's what we're after. And which one's where's the scripts? Oh, that was another program I wanting the tools, isn't it? Infiltrator. Infiltrator to kit converter, that's the one. Yeah, got it. Downloads it. I knew I'd forget about something. Infiltrator to kit, so we want to put them into our C64 tools. Yep. Put them in there. That's another program we should have had in the tools, isn't it? Infiltrator. Infiltrator C64. That should find it. That's game. Let's put disassembler, is it? There we are. Download. There's a manual for it. I didn't know that. Yeah, but I've running on a VM and I haven't got set up all the drag and drop and shared clipboards on the VM just to try and ease the payload on the laptop, really. Whether it'd make any difference or not, I don't know. But I just didn't bother setting all that up. 7Z. Extract to infiltrator. There we are, we can just drag that straight into there as well. I'll add that link onto the list of links that I've got. I'll put them on Discord straight after this stream, and they're there for everybody, which has just reminded me. I'll just type it in now so I remember to put the link there. Yeah, the reason we didn't share it on GitHub, did we? I'm just trying to think how I can get to it from I have I wonder if Google Drive login. Hopefully it should log me in. This will be in the wrong account, I would think. Google account, what the bloody hell? Drive. There we go. Let's go to there. Right. Let me see if I've got it on here. No, it is on my other account. So let's have a look on there. Add another account. Oh, why haven't you asked me for my phone password? Stupid Google. Yes, it's me. Oh, shut up. Right, so, what are we on? Which one? ASM programming. Might have a file in here. Yeah, I have actually remembered to press the record button this time. We've got in reverse engineering. C64. What have we got in here? We've got loads of things we've banged through Infiltrator and not really done anything with. Tracks. Nope. Oh, we'll go to the VIC-20. Because it'll be in there, won't it? Not the C64. OS code folder. And we're looking for a text file. Is it? Have we not got the original? I thought we had the original files there. No, I don't seem to have the... I thought I had them. No, I can't find them. Tracks original .text. Oh, it was in the OSK folder, wasn't it? It was there. Oh, yeah, it was in the OSK folder. Tracks original .text. That one. Let's download that then. Right. Show in folder. Open in code. Open. This is just the code though, isn't it? It's not a character set or anything like that.
No. It's code, I think.
Yeah.
Am I right to say that?
Yeah. Even go down to the other one.
What one?
Bottom shop. Cost cutters.
Why?
You get some of them little tins of dog food, not that one, the beef one that she has down there.
I'm not going down there.
Go on, if you go in.
Is that the one down the main road?
Yeah, down the bottom. Yeah.
That's in the collector's one, so I feel die.
What will it there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 59 pence each. That's 4.50 there. Get 2, 4. Get 8. Oh, yeah, check another.
What? Type ones?
Hey?
What, them type ones? Like them little
Yeah,
slices?
yeah, but they're smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, get as many as you can. They're all beef. Oh dear. Right. Right, back with you now. We have the converter to... Oh! I'm with you. Yeah. Right. So... that... we need to put that... move that, don't we? We need to copy it. And go to... the converter folder. Which is... open folder, tools, isn't it? C tools converter. No, that's the next one. So if we open that folder, we should be then in Python, hopefully. Yes, we'll trust that. I think we can trust you, can't we, OSK? Infiltrator to... that's the one we want. And we also need to paste no, we don't. Why have I pasted test in there? We want the downloaded file, don't we? Tracks original. Copy. Paste. Ah. Can't paste it there. Infiltrator to kick. Paste. There we are. Right, so we've got that. So convert infiltrator file to ASM, that's the one we want, isn't it? So we'll copy that. Yeah. Not into all these keyboard shortcuts. But my trackpad. Now then, where's me? No. What's the shortcut to get the bottom bar back up? Get the oh, click on terminal, can't I? Do you want to? Yeah. Right. Paste that. Right. Input file name. Tracks.asm, and we're inputting underscore in. That should do it then, yeah? Python was, oh, I haven't restarted the machine to put it in the path, have I? It's not going to work. We need to get away with, should get away with logging out and back in again, shouldn't I? Why does everything take so long? Sign of a badly prepared streamer. Back in 2 seconds. So, busting for a pee.
Huh?
That's enough busting for a pee. Thomas's fault. Badly prepared streaming, innit? That just shows how well organised I am, doesn't it? Right, where was we? VS Code. Let's get back to it. Sorry about that, chaps. Right. That mic is good. Right, so let's, where was I? What's it, Mike, are we on then? We've got, I don't know. It's on the earbud thing. I didn't think that was working. I thought it was on the laptop mic. Has that gone off now, my sound? Oh, I don't know. Never mind, eh? Just adds to the fun, doesn't it? We're not all perfect. Want the input file name as well. Oh, I can't bloody see that for that. I think I'm right there. What are we? Yeah, if I've got it right. Yep. Python was not found. Let's just do it as a py file and see if it picks it up. Yeah, it does show everything's live. Well, like I say, I didn't even think it's showing up on here as being on me built-in laptop microphone. So that's what made me not even think anything about it. Right. Oh, we've got a load of errors here, look. What we've got wrong? Oh, it's not recognising that either. Yeah, it's a Python install thing, this is, isn't it? It's not recognising Python at all. Yeah. So, is it because that says Python 3 then? What if we just do Python? Here we go, look. That's got it. I don't need the Python 3, the 3 bit on the end. So we've converted it and we've got a tracks ASM. So if we go back into our folder, I'll put that in the C64 tools, convert it, there, cut. I'll take them both out and I'll end up getting confused. Cut them out of there and we'll put them in documents, programming, well, the C64, but they can go in our test one for now, even though the VIC-20. We'll paste that there, open that folder. Oh, no, we don't want opening VS Code, don't we? And under files, we have got a tracks ASM. Whoa, it's working. Now if I, in theory, if I switch to VIC-20, this should run, should it not? Or have we stripped out the character set, I think, haven't we, from the beginning? This is just the actual game code, isn't it? So, no, it won't run. Yeah, no, we don't want. This is the game track, the old game code for tracks, converted to kick assembler from using the tools and Python of OSK. Good man that wrote them scripts. They certainly come in handy. Just need one now that goes each way between CPS and kick. Changes the label identifiers and comments, so run either way. It's on CSDB. Oh, there's already something there, is there, to do that? Oh. Let's try and notice. Was the third item. Mind you, I searched infiltrator off Google, didn't I? I did it that way. The third item. Oh, this one here. Is that what I was looking at? No, that's the same. Oh, on Google. No. That was infiltrator. Then it just come, if I searched infiltrator here, it just come up with loads of them. Have a look. Oh, see, yeah. Oh, right. I didn't realise that was there. That's certainly another one to put in the tools collection, isn't it? I'll save that. God, Dom's going mad now. What's up with him? Somebody's just walked past the house, I think. Oh, that's one worth keeping an eye out for. Yeah, I've don't think. Oh, I've got paste there. Is that? Oh, I can copy and paste. I didn't think I could. That one. CBM Prox Debugger Kick Assembler. That could come in quite handy. While I'm still getting my head round VS Code and Kick, trying to use CPS gets a bit confusing for me at the moment. So I just want to stick with what I know for now. So it's worth remembering this one for me. We'll put that in the tools folder. Because I'm going to put this, what I will do, I'll zip the tools folder up when it's completed, and so all the tools are together and the list with the links can be in the tools folder. And everything will be ready to download. So what do we do to run this then? Just go in the scripts and run this JS file. Yeah, I can understand why you use both. It makes sense, like, no.
Yeah, we're back. No? Are we back with it? Yep. Oh, good. Yeah, that'll do then. So, distorted. Yeah, it looks like it's peaking well into the red on this. Which one are we on? On the field, yeah. Right, just bear with me. Not properties. Yeah. Oh, what is it? Where's the second? Filters. Right. Is that better? Or is it still distorted? Very loud. Right. Stay up now. Still loud? Perfect. That'll do then. Right. Let's close that. Yes. Is there anything else we need in this tools folder, John?
That'll do. What's that, the sound of the tools folder? Oh, sound. Sprite Pad 3 edition. Right, let's have a look for that. Pad. Right, Pad 3. Right, we'll have that in there as well then. It'll just make it a lot easier for everybody setting up. If they've got all the tools ready, and just download and unzip them straight into the root of the C drive. And that's it then. So I think that's about it, isn't it? Or Sprite, mate. Oh, that's an online tool rather than a downloadable one then, yeah. Looks quite interesting for anybody who's a bit artistic, but I don't think it'll be a lot of use to me. My artistic skills are far from usable. Non-Windows people, yeah, yeah. I mean, why would anybody want to have one of them Apple things? But saying that, I don't think Windows is much better these days, is it? Just that's what we know how to use comfortably and stick with it. I keep giving Linux a try, but end up with programs that I want to use and they're not usable, so you end up going back to Windows again. So I think that's about everything, isn't it? So for the first stream, we got there in the end. Yeah, they all work, but it's other things that you find not necessarily related to what we're doing, but just day to day programs. You'll find something that it won't work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. I was looking for my 64 T-shirt, but I think it's in the washing machine, so we had to make do with the Spectrum one. I've kept it out of the way most of the time, Hunter. So yeah, I think we'll
wrap this up now. It's been a good stream for a first time. But yeah, I think it could have been a hell of a lot better, but never mind. These things tend to try us, aren't they? But yeah, I don't think it's gone too bad. We haven't had that many problems. Stream has dropped. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Those that's left. Back now. Yeah, we'll call that a do then at that. I think we'll see if it's any use to anybody. That's the main thing. As long as somebody gets some use out of it. Remember to upload to YouTube. Yeah. Is that easy enough to do? It's got recorded, so that should be somewhere on the computer. So I'll just literally upload that straight to YouTube, yeah? Use select a recent message sent. Oh, some sort of tip or something. Right. Thanks for watching. And we'll see if we can come up with an idea for another stream at some point. You're delayed by 10 seconds. Yeah, I had that trouble when I'm watching sometimes. I usually end up sending you a message and it comes up about 10 minutes later when you're talking about something else. Arcadia. The Vic-20 game. You've got things flying across the top of the screen at you and you've got to shoot them. Bit like a horizontal version of Gallagher, isn't it? Or something like that. Oh, next stream, I'm disassembling Arcadia. Ooh. I did put that through Infiltrator quickly the other week when I was messing about with that. And I think it's another one of these games that relocates itself once it's loaded into it. I'm sure when I looked at that, what we're doing here. Document. Arcadia. Where did I put that? I know I've run it through Infiltrator. How far did I get? Yeah, I've got it converted into ASM, and then I took a bit of a few minutes looking at it, and yeah, That's as far as I got. I close this VM, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got it converted, and now that's as far as I got. Let me shut the VM down, save a bit of. Oh, here we are, Arcadia. Yeah, I didn't get any further than that because it just wasn't making a lot of sense to start with. But then does anything when you first open it. Does it run? Oh no, it's a Vic 20 game again, isn't it, this one? Yeah, I think there's a few. Oh no, it won't run. There's a few errors. A lot of errors in it actually. Because with the infiltrator, it puts screen mem in there, doesn't it, and colour mem as soon as it disassembles it. Yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking it was going to do something like that. Because, like I say, it just didn't make a lot of sense at all. There's an awful lot of zero page things going on and not a lot of fixed numbers. So, like I say, I think it relocates and then I'll have to have another look into that, see what I can work out. Jump 01 and 97. Yeah, I would say I just wish I'd made a lot more effort when I was a kid instead of just playing the games. That I didn't have all the books at the time, and then once I got a bit older with the 64, I did get a programmer's reference guide, but it just didn't seem to give you enough information. I could have done with a couple more books on sort of basic machine programming. Just so the only thing I really learned how to do was a raster interrupt, so that I got it on the screen and got the basic at the same time, and that's about all I could do from being a kid. '58, yeah, yeah. I'll I'll have another look at that sometime. But I need to learn how to work sound on in assembly. Um, that's just sort of stopped me in my tracks a bit with tracks. The sound routines. So I've got to try and work out how all that works. I did try putting the sound example program out of the user guide. I tried putting that in, converting that to ASM without any success. I don't know why. I just couldn't get it to make any noise. Worked a treat as a basic program. After I'd converted it didn't want to work. All you can do is fart noises. Yeah, well, I've taken the music list of data and I've converted that to C64 equivalents with the high and low frequency. So you've got the high, low, and duration. I thought, well, I'll get it to read, just get a little basic program to read that. And then once I've got that working, I could try and implement that into tracks where the music routine is for the VIC-20. But I've also got to get it making other noises as well. I need to get the enemies coming onto the screen and the crash sound, game over. I mean, I can sort of work out how the VIC-20 does the sound, but with the 64, with all the ADSR filters and all that, it gets a little bit confusing for me at the moment. It's a black art. Yeah, it is a black art. We need somebody who knows how the SID works properly to do a few streams. Mind you, Stuart will have to do. He'll have to learn SID as well for his Pac-Man game, won't he? So I think that'll have to be the next messing about with the 64 stream, is something to do with sound. We'll let you teach us. Yeah. We've got everything done we need to do in the stream, so yeah. You have a good one then, mate. See you later. Goodbye, anybody who's left watching. I don't know whether there's anybody still here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.